All right, now that we're 11 days into the search, all eyes remain on the Pima County Sheriff's Department. What mistakes have been made and what aspects of the investigation should have been handled differently? There's a lot of questions about that. Judge Andrew Gould is a former Arizona Supreme Court justice and former deputy county attorney for Yuma and Maricopa counties. He joins me now. Sir, thank you so much for being here tonight. Just
pleasure,
watching
Katie.
the way that the Sheriff's Department has handled this case. I keep repeating this, but I cannot get over the fact that the crime tape was put up and down 4 different times, people walking in and out of the crime scene. What is your perspective as a prosecutor about how that may damage the case if they were to find suspects and charge them?
Well, you never release a crime scene until you're ready to release it. Here, the sheriff released the crime scene, and then they came back in and found more evidence. So, look, Katie, I have to be honest with you. I've spent my entire career in Arizona, and Sheriff Nanos, it does not exactly have a reputation as being the most law and order sheriff in the state. He certainly has pushed back against the Trump administration in terms of immigration enforcement. And what I would tell you is this. The FBI are the specialists in this. They know how to handle this type of crime. And I've watched some of these things. There were some issues with aircraft that could have been put up earlier, the crime scene itself, even the press conferences. I think it's time for Sheriff Nanos to get out of the way and let the FBI do its job.
I think that there are a lot of people who would agree with you on that question. Judge, there's been a lot of attention today on a black glove that was found about 1.5 miles near Nancy Guthrie's home. The video that we've been seeing that was put out by the FBI shows a suspect, trying to tape over a camera with some brush and pushing on it with gloves that are black and look at this like the same color. But given how far away the glove is would that even be admissible as evidence in court, given it so far away?
You're going to have a chain of custody issue, to be sure. I've spoken with a couple of my friends, border sheriffs, Sheriff Daniels in Cochise County and Sheriff Wilmot in Yuma County. And it's an odd case in terms of motive. But I think one thing that law enforcement cannot rule out is that Ms. Guthrie is in Mexico. Tucson is an hour from Mexico. They just did a search warrant last night in Rio Rico. That's about 15 minutes from Nogales and the border. And I've had experience with this. Law enforcement in any border state knows that people are abducted into Mexico, they disappear into Mexico. And so I'm not saying that Nancy Guthrie is in Mexico, but the fact that we haven't gotten anywhere really in the past 10, 11 days, I don't think we can rule that out. And Arizona law enforcement and federal law enforcement have very good liaisons in Mexico. I'm sure they're reaching out, and I hope they continue to reach out because, again, you have to remember this is a border state, and Tucson is essentially right on the border, Katie.
Yeah, it is. It's very close by, and she was abducted in the middle of the night, and you can be to Mexico very easily at 2 in the morning. Just drive south. So, Judge Andrew Gould, thank you so much for joining me and giving us your experience and all the time that you spent in Arizona as a prosecutor and a judge and a justice. Thank you very much.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.